Hey guys, good morning. My name is Faith. Do I have to say that? Because this is literally my page. So who else will it be? Alright, so today is more like a testimony. I don't know if this is something that I'm supposed to, or I don't know if this is something that I'm going to do on a regular, because there's a whole lot to be grateful for, there's a whole lot to be thankful for. So this is testimony number one. So long and short of this is that I had COVID-19. Wow. Yeah, I had COVID-19. I had my first symptom on the 26th, early hours of 26th of December 2020. And like every other stupid Nigerian, sorry, I won't really call people stupid, but you won't, I don't know if it's us just trying to be positive or just being in denial that, oh, how can I have COVID-19? How can I have COVID? So basically, I thought it was the malaria because throughout December, I was working back to back. Like I had so much work to do. So every day I was on my machine, I was sewing, I had deadlines. So I didn't even really go anywhere. So I was like, I don't think so. Probably it's just stress. And this is the way the stress is showing, by me breaking down. So what were the first, I've already said in my other videos, but I'll just give a rerun of the things that I first experienced. First, I had conjunctivitis, like my eyes felt very heavy. I had very mad, severe headaches. I had fever. I had diarrhea, all on the 26th, the early hours of 26th, I had diarrhea. My bones felt very weak. My muscle was very sore. I think those were the first things that I noticed, which are very, very similar to malaria symptoms, except the conjunctivitis. That's the one that I wasn't really sure of. Of course, I went to the pharmacy and I got malaria drugs. I got paracetamol or Panadol. I was supposed to travel to Port Harcourt the next day. I took the malaria drug, and each time I took it, I felt better. By 27th, which was the next day, my fever had gone down, but I still had that eye. It felt, you literally can't do this and do this and do this. It feels so heavy, it feels very painful. Even to stare at something for long was like some serious ass problem. And so, okay, I took the malaria drug, I traveled, I had to pack, like so many things. So I still kept on believing that this could be stress accompanied with malaria, not COVID. I was really worried about the temperature, my fever, because if they check my temperature at the airport and it's like above 36, that would be a problem. I won't be able to travel, and I really, really needed to leave Abuja at that time. But as luck would have it, was lucky as I was, my temperature came down and I flew to Port Harcourt, observing all the necessary protocols. So 26 passed. I had to go for a wedding in Abia State, and I felt okay except the usual muscle pain. I felt like okay, it's just recovery. It was on that day I was traveling to Abia State that I noticed and observed my sense of smell going away. In fact, it had already gone because I was wearing masks, so I felt like, of course, you can't perceive anything with your mask on, but there was a whole lot I couldn't perceive. I couldn't perceive my perfume. I couldn't perceive dust. Even when we pass a place that really stinks, maybe like garbages or something, I couldn't perceive shit. And then I started getting worried. I'm like, fuck, is this my mind playing with me, or is this really happening? Am I really losing my sense of smell? And after my sense of smell left, my taste. So coming back to Port Harcourt from Abia State, I was a little bit more cautious. Like I kept my distance. I did not, even while going, I didn't take off my face mask throughout. While coming back, I did not take my face mask throughout. I kept the distance. I really didn't speak to anybody. I was just sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up. I came back to Port Harcourt, and then the next day, I noticed the sense of smell was gone, my taste was gone, and then the unimaginable happened. I started having shortness of breath. So that was when I had to alert my parents, like, okay, this shit is not malaria like I thought. It's not the stress that I went through in December. This is actually COVID-19. I thought it was my mind messing up with me with the whole smell, and because I have a very big nose, so I really should be able to perceive every goddamn thing, but I couldn't, and I'm so grateful my parents, because they kept coming close even when I said don't. Parents, I just thank God that they didn't get infected, because they're elderly people and they would have been at a higher risk of getting more complications because of other health issues they may have that I don't even know about. So I'm just grateful to God that I survived it. I know a few people that lost parents to it. I'm grateful to God that my parents survived it and they didn't even get infected at all. So on your own, try not to even try hard, because you might recover when you get this, depends on your immune system. But on your own, try not to try to avoid the virus completely, because once in a while, I don't think my breathing, I try not to say it because I'm trying to stay positive, but my breathing is not there. Once in a while, I do have moments where I have to, make conscious effort to breathe, but it's not as bad as it was when I think I still had the virus in my system. So I hope I've done a scan. They say my lungs is fine, but it's just how I am feeling. Once in a while I still get palpitations, and then it feels like my breathing, I'm struggling to breathe. But at least now I can do exercise for like 30-45 minutes and it doesn't feel like I'm going to die in the next second. So I just thank God generally. I really do. Next clip you're going to see is, like I said, the first day I started my chloroquine treatment, and that was exactly 7 days after I noticed my first symptom on the 26th of December. So hope you learned something. I hope you get entertained. I don't know, this is just it's not really something that I planned, but this is for Job, the content creator. Actually, come to think of it, I think the reason why I started vlogging, because I actually thought I was going to die. I could not breathe, so I felt like, okay, let me record my last moments on earth. God forbid if I should die, let them see my last days. So I tried to stay positive, I tried to stay happy. So I think that's what inspired me making those daily vlogs. And to the glory of God, everything is fine. I'm keeping safe, and I think you should do the same. All right, enjoy. Bye.
So this is day 7 after I first saw my first symptom, which was actually mine started with a sore throat, diarrhea, and then the fever. That was on the 26th of December. Obviously this video is not going to be out until I'm fully recovered, but I just started the whole chloroquine treatment, and zinc, chloroquine, vitamin C, Puritin, so the chloroquine doesn't itch me, and then I can't remember the name of a drug. It is a drug, I can't remember the name, but they always specify you get the Pfizer brand. I would look that up and see. So the reason why I had to, because I started having shortness of breath, but my fever is gone. I'm trying to be as cautious as possible because my parents are very much trying to be parents and still coming close to me and things like that. So I try to wear my face masks. I try not to touch a whole lot of things. I wash my hand very, very often because I tend to touch my eyes a lot. So I don't want to touch my eyes and touch something that they happen to touch or will happen to touch. So yeah, I feel okay physically. I still have pains on my muscle, my hand, especially the lower part of my body, so it kind of restrains me from moving. But you have to move around. Lying down, especially on your back, is not good for you. You have to prone. So if you're going to sleep, you have to sleep on your tummy. It's advisable because most of your lungs is at the back and you don't want the mucus going to settle there, so you have to stay in the proning position, whatever. Is it for day 7? It's not like I intended to keep any vlog, but probably it will help someone in the future. I'm hoping we're not going to be battling with COVID-19 in 2021, but you have to be safe. You have to do your own part. I don't want to be a distributor, so I try to stay indoors, wear my face mask. Not even so when you wear your face mask, or when people wear face masks, it's not just for stopping you from contacting. They're also trying to stop it from spreading any further. So if I need to cough, I cough in my elbow, I sneeze inside my mask and try to wash it, and I'm running out of breath. Just try to be safe. Just try to be safe. Try to do breathing exercises too, because I need to work on the lungs, so my arterial or something, so it doesn't collapse. Maybe when I'm okay I would talk about it. Right now I need to conserve my oxygen level, and try to use crystals dipped in hot water, and then you just do a steam. If you can't find crystal, you can also use silverbird, which is it is a eucalyptus oil, so it also helps to decongest your lungs. Whew. All right. Good morning. So this is day 8. I just finished doing my breathing exercises where you inhale, hold for 5 to 10 seconds as much as you can. No, between 5 to 10 seconds. You do that about 5 times, and then you do this like a loud cough. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. Makes me feel dizzy, but I have a feeling it helps. And then I'm drinking my garlic, ginger, lemon and honey solution, just doing everything I can to make sure that I'm not just staying there and doing anything will happen, that will happen. But it's not the tastiest thing. It's not the tastiest thing you can ever find, but I believe it helps, so I'm going to try it. Update. I have my sense of smell is coming back. The taste is not quite there yet, but I think it makes sense because my sense of smell was the first thing to go before my taste started changing. So my sense of smell is back. Today is going to be day 3 of my chloroquine shots. I hope it doesn't lead to abscess, because that whole place is red and is swollen and it kind of hurts. So when I go back to the nurse today, I'm going to ask her what I can do to reduce the pain, the swelling and the redness. So I just finished using this Olbas oil. I put it in hot water and I did the whole steam thing. I also drank my lemon, ginger, garlic solution with a little bit of honey, and I would say my shortness of breath, it's getting better. It's not where it was, but it's getting really better. I don't have to think so hard and make very conscious efforts to breathe, because breathing is supposed to be an involuntary act. So if you need to do something extra in order to get in oxygen in your body, then you know something is wrong. That's just like a tip to know whether or not you're having shortness of breath. So I still can't drink and inhale or whatever, but it's better than it was a few days ago. So that's it. Baby girl is getting better. Corona can't kill me, by God's grace. Amen. I believe. Okay. Bye. This is still day 9. I just remember the name of the drug that they specifically asked for, the Pfizer brand. It's called Zithromax, azithromycin. So this is it. Zithromax by Pfizer. So the doctor was very specific about this particular one. My dad bought it for like 5,300, and it's a capsule. I'll just quickly show you what it looks like. It's a capsule. You're supposed to take 500 mg, and this is it. This is what it looks like. That's all. So I just wanted to put that out there because this is my last dosage from my coronavirus treatment. So I've taken 6 altogether, 2 each day to give me 500 mg. This is day 3 from the day I started the whole treatment, and I'm also done with my chloroquine shots. Today was the last day, the 3rd day. So I usually like to take my drugs after the chloroquine, because they keep saying that the chloroquine is like the main treatment, but you need these other things to help supplement it, so it properly, sorry, the sun just came out, so it properly does what it's supposed to do. So I've taken my chloroquine shot on my butt. I feel good. Oh yes, my smell is back. I missed my nose. I mean my sense of smell, not my nose. Guys, I said that my smell is back, and that sounds wrong. Like, I used to smell before and now I'm smelling again. What I meant is that my sense of smell is back. Before, I could spray my perfume and I would not. I use I use Olympia, and I know what it smelled like before I got infected. So I just noticed that I can smell even the ones that I spray on my shirts the previous day. That wasn't it before. I couldn't smell shit. When I go to the kitchen to make something. Like today, I think I microwaved coconut rice and I could smell it even before, put it in my mouth. So it feels good to be able to smell. These whole little things that we take for granted, it's crazy how important smell is. Or the ability to smell. The ability to perceive is not useless. So I just want to thank God that I can smell things again. So if I fart, I know that I did. So update, day 10. I just finished doing my morning steam using hot water with olive oil. And trust me, I was sweating everywhere. Look at my lashes. They're all wet. I was sweating my whole face, my body down to my legs. It felt like I was working out without doing anything. Do you think I can lose weight during this? For a week. So yes, I just finished doing that. My breathing seems pretty okay. I still struggle a little bit, but that might be anxiety. I really don't know, but it's not as bad as it was before I started doing the whole chloroquine treatment. I'm done with my shots, so all I have to do every day is to take my zinc, take my vitamin C, and that's it. I don't need to take Puritan because I'm not taking chloroquine shots. That's all for day 10. I'm going to try to declutter my room just to form a little bit of activity so I don't just end up staying and thinking about how miserable my life has been. I'm joking. It's not miserable, by God's grace. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much. Even if I know this video is not going to be out until I'm hale and hearty. So nobody's going to run away from me. Not like anybody knows I have it, but, just to be safe without the stigma. Bye. I woke up with a little bit of sore throat. It felt like I had sore throat, but right now not so much. After I brushed and I did the whole kind of thing, I felt better. I just did my morning steam. Feels like I had facials. Okay, that's it. Let's not deviate. It feels like the shortness of breath is not completely gone because it feels like I'm struggling to breathe, but I can breathe. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just going to take my zinc and vitamin C and drink my ginger, lemon, and garlic solution. So that's it. Hope my breathing gets better because that shit can be very scary at times. Actually, all the time. Bye. Hello. Update for day 12. In as much as I'm trying to stay positive, I have to say that my breathing is not okay. I'm going to observe it for today again. If not, I'm going to go to the hospital tomorrow. So, it's not like I can't breathe all day. There are just some times that I have really bad shortness of breath. And every morning when I wake up with this lump that feels like sore throat. And throughout, for the past 2 days, my neck has been paining me, just the side of my neck. And then when I breathe, I feel this pain on the left side of my back. But the shortness of breath comes with lightheadedness and, just feeling like I don't have enough oxygen in my body. So that's just the update for today. I'll keep doing what I've been doing. Hey guys, another day, another steam. I know I said I was supposed to, day 13, right? Yeah. I know I said I was supposed to go to the hospital today because my breathing didn't seem okay. But I spoke to my friends that are doctors, and they all said that doctors and pharmacists, that I should wait for a week from when I took my last chloroquine shot, and that was Sunday. Today is Thursday, so I should wait till this Sunday that's coming so I could just observe. When my husband had it, it was difficult for him to breathe, and he didn't just recover, all of a sudden. So I should just, keep doing what I'm doing and observe. So that's what I'm doing. Observing. As yesterday felt very like I was being strangled, but today feels a whole lot better. Fingers crossed. Hi guys, day 15, another day, another steam, another update. So obviously I just did my steam, and I have to say I feel a lot more energetic these days. Like, I'm even surprised. So the good news is that 1, I can take deeper breaths. 2, I can hold my breath. The breathing exercise, I can hold my breath for a longer period of time. So let's say I started when I noticed the shortness of breath or shortness in breath. I don't know. I couldn't do even up to 5 seconds without feeling like I was suffocating or going to pass out from there. So I grew from doing 5 seconds hold to about 8, 10. Right now I can do at least 15 seconds, holding my breath for 15 seconds after taking a deep inhale. So I think that's very good news. What else? I can sing. I've always known that singing is kind of like an exercise for your lungs or a breathing exercise, but I didn't know to what extent like it was actually helping my lungs. So I can sing, and that's amazing because I don't know how to shut my mouth. Give me a word, I'll sing something, I'll make a song out of it. So it's really exciting to kind of have my health back. I can't wait to do a confirmation test, and by God's grace it's going to be negative. So please guys, I think it's time for me to actually stop the daily updates. I don't know if I start working out, I can give an update of how my body responded, or how the breathing went, or how I was able to manage my breathing. But aside that, I think we're good from here. So I just want to say thank you to God, thank you to my family, thank you to everybody that sends me solutions. I love you guys. Hey guys, another update. This is day 19 after my first symptom, or after I noticed my first symptom. And today, sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath. And today, I worked out. And it wasn't so easy, but it felt good. I'm a lot stronger now, thank God. I can't even believe the things I just did now, because, man, previous days I wouldn't have been able to. But yeah, this is the first time I'm working out since I recovered. This is the first time I'm working out this year. This is the first time I'm working out in a very, very long time. So I just wanted to give a quick update, and that is it. Day 19. I think I'll stop finally everything and probably put them together when I get to day 27 or 28. So have a great day, guys. Hey guys, so this is currently day 27 after the whole COVID incident, if I can call it that. So I still was feeling pains at the left side of my back, so I went to see if I could do like a confirmation. But when I got to the confirmation center at Eleka here inside stadium, it hadn't started, and I still had to go to the hospital. So I just waited, like, okay, how about I go to the hospital? Even if they say I still have COVID in my body, I would eventually need to isolate and get treatment. So I decided to just go back to the hospital. And I made my complaints about the pain that I feel, or that I felt. Well, I'm actually still feeling it. About the pains that I'm feeling at the left side of my back, and the doctor recommended I go for an x-ray that could show the content of an x-ray for my lungs, lateral, and I think it's called anterior. So I went for that and that was day 22. He said it's impossible for me to still have the virus in my body, especially as I wasn't having any symptom, no cough, no fever, no loss of smell. Everything was like kind of back to almost normal. But in order to just clear all my doubts, he said I should go for a scan, or rather, look at those. I don't think you guys can see it well, but just look at those very pretty ribs and healthy lungs. So he says that my lungs, they're both healthy. There's no perforation, there's no content inside that shouldn't be there, no mucus and all that. So I should wait and see if the pain goes down after a while. I also suggest that don't just assume, don't self-medicate if it's possible for you not to, because honestly mine started as if it was malaria. I treated for malaria and I got better. It wasn't until I couldn't smell, neither could I taste, then I knew that, okay, this shit wasn't malaria. And I started doing the whole lemon, ginger and all that, and before you know it, I was having shortness of breath.
and that's when I had to, like, you know, alert my parents and just let them know what was going on. So always be sure. I think I was careful most of the times. I don't know how I got it. I don't know who I got it from. But this thing, I think there's a whole lot more to it than people or what they're telling us. But just try and be safe, and don't assume it's malaria. The symptoms are very, very similar, but when it gets to this loss of taste and all that, you know, it's really serious. So 3 more days for it to be 30 days since my very first episode. I thank God for life. I thank God for health. I thank God for the support that I had throughout this period, at least for the few people that knew that I got infected. I know a few people that died from AIDS or lost their parents or a parent to the virus, and it just makes me more grateful that my life was spared, not because anything, but you know, it's just amazing to be alive. It's amazing to be alive. So yeah, that is it, day 27, and I am going to catch my flight. Hopefully when this video gets out, y'all ain't gonna be scared of me because I'm free from the virus. Please, so stay safe, pray, eat healthy, and just do what is right. Bye.